Alright guys, so today we're going to check out a different kind of wireless earbud that honestly I just don't check out very much anymore. But since I've tried out the Fiil T1X truly wireless earbuds and absolutely loved them, I was kind of curious to what else the company had to offer. And so I picked up the Fiil Driifter DNC Plus. Now this is a wireless pair of earbuds, but it still actually has wires. It's just the neckband style. But these retail for $110, but the company did actually give me a 20% off coupon to be able to give to you guys to use on Amazon. So you can pick these up for $88. Not only that, they even gave me a discount code for you guys to use on the Fiil T1X True Wireless, so you can get them for around 40 bucks. So let's go ahead and check out some of the features and what it is you get inside the box. The first thing I want to point out is that these do have digital noise canceling, and it's actually advertised to be able to block out around 98% of the noise around you. Now I don't have a way to actually gauge the percentage it's blocking out, but I can tell you these are doing a damn good job of blocking out a lot of the noise, whether it be people talking or automobiles or anything like that. I don't know if it's the mixture of the noise canceling along with the fact that they're earbuds being put in your ear, but it is really hard to hear anything around you. Now the good thing about these is that it does offer the feature to have the ambient mode. So if you do want to hear some of the things around you, you just simply tap the multi-function button 3 times and the mics will start pulling in your outside surroundings. So if somebody comes up to talk to you, or you need to hear like an announcement, or you want to hear vehicles so you don't get ran over, you can do that. Now on top of that, these also use custom Knowles balanced armature drivers. Now I've had experience with these type of drivers in the past, and pretty much every time that I've used them, I've walked away being impressed. Now as far as what you're getting inside the box, you're getting 4 sets of silicone ear tips. It starts at extra small and then goes small, medium, and large. Just like I've said with true wireless earbuds, anytime you're using earbuds, one of the most important things is to make sure that you're getting the right seal with the right ear tip. Sadly though, the charging cable that's included is a micro USB. But speaking of the charging cable, the battery life is actually pretty impressive. On a single charge, you're going to get around 10 hours of use, but if you do pick them up and they are dead, a 15-minute charge will get you about an hour's worth of use. Now, these only take somewhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours to fully charge, so that's always very convenient. Now let's go ahead and move over to the earbuds themselves. Like I said earlier, this is the neckband design, and all of your controls are on the right side. So you have a multi-function button which allows you to turn on your ambient mode. You also have volume control and track control. Now next to that, you can see the little port that's covered. That is your micro USB input for charging. Now as far as another feature that I really like is the earbuds themselves have the magnetic feature where you can just clasp them together. Now for you guys that have used these type of earbuds before, you know it's kind of a pain to have these things just like swaying back and forth and getting tangled. So that magnetic feature where they just clasp together just keeps them where they're more in front of you, and it keeps them from moving around as much. And it's again just another feature that I like that's on these. Now for you guys that do like to use your earbuds for calls, you'll be happy to know that the microphone is doing an excellent job of picking up your voice. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test using the Fiil Driifter. As you can tell, I think it does an excellent job of picking up my vocals, but this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so here is a mic test with a crowd noise being played in the background, so that you get an idea of what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's move over to the sound. The one thing I was really curious about was what they were going to be able to do with the Knowles balanced armature drivers. And these are some of the most detailed and precise wireless earbuds that I've ever heard. They are extremely accurate, so if you like a lot of your bass over accentuated, if you like a lot of rumble, or you like things over the top, you are definitely not going to get it in that frequency. This is some of the most accurate and precise bass that I've heard, so when it hits very hard and it hits very quick. So overall, that's giving it a very natural feel in the bass department, where I feel like the mids are so very detailed and clean and almost in your face at all times. So it feels like the artist is right here in front of you singing, with the instruments having a very nice detailed presence, but having that depth that just feels so natural. I guess that's kind of the overall tone of these. It's a natural feel, but very detailed, because the treble even is turned up to a point where at times it seems like it's almost harsh. It gets right up into that point, but it's doing that so that you're able to hear every fine-tuned detail. Again, it's just a very pleasing overall sound. It's not trying to do too much on any of the frequencies. It's not balanced by any means because it does feel like the mids and the treble are definitely turned up, but the bass, again, it just having that natural feel and not feeling like that is being over accentuated is just refreshing to listen to, because so many earbuds now are just pushing bass and forgetting about everything else, and these seem to be focusing on something completely different. And with stuff like podcasts and movies and things where dialogue is like the main focus, these are incredible. And another thing that these are great with are with genres where there's a lot going on. Because when earbuds are mainly focused on bass, it seems to get really sloppy with the mids and the highs, and things start to sound like congested or just thrown together. And these, everything is just separated well. Even the sound stage and the sound imaging, it feels like you're in a larger open room with definitely being able to have the ability to tell where everything's coming from. So again, this was a very just overall pleasing sound to listen to. Now, as far as my cons with the Driifter, really the micro USB cable is the biggest thing. I really would have still liked to have seen at least the option to kind of boost the bass in these a little bit more, because I think people that are bass heads are just not going to be happy with these. This is more for the detail-oriented sound. But outside of that, I really can't complain about these. For under $100 to get noise canceling on top of getting the Knowles balanced armature drivers and getting such a clean sound that a lot of earbuds just don't really kind of focus on, this was quite the surprise. So guys, that's my video on the Fiil Driifter DNC Plus. If you are interested in these, like I said, there is a link in the description below and also a code to be able to save you 20%. But I just want you guys to know I don't make anything from that. It's just something that the company wanted to be able to do to offer to my subscribers. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.